It's Angela J. Bailey, and great to see you here tonight. I am so excited to be able to share some of the things with you that we have been learning about for the last few days, and really wanted to make sure that you didn't miss out on any of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open the chat box so you can start to chat amongst yourselves. Let's just get this done. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing something a little bit different tonight. So normally I'd have lots and lots of different slides for you. But tonight's webinar is all about how you need to get a lifestyle that is your dream lifestyle. So I had the most amazing training from a guy, and I really wanted to share this with you. So we're just going to be waiting for a few more people to join us. It was starting at 9:30, so thank you ever so much for being on time. And let's have a look. So I'm going to be going through some of my notes. Don't know how much you know about me, but I will always have these little books. I go to lots and lots of events. So far this year, I've gone over to Asia, Europe, and quite a few in the UK as well. So this is, let me just double check. Sorry, before I go on any further, let me make sure that other people can actually hear us and see us. Won't be a second. Right, okay, so that's all fine there. Let's double check. Okay, I think we're just about ready to start now. So let's have a quick look. So hi, this is Angela J. Bailey in the UK, and I have been to the most incredible event for the last couple of days, and I just wanted to share with you exactly how to create the lifestyle that you've always wanted. Just want to say hi to a few people. We have got people from all over the world at the moment. So I just want to say hi to one of my best buddies in the world. So hi, Jason. Great to see you here. We have got people from, yeah, I'm sure you're from Belgium as well. So hi there. There's a few of you on there. So what I want to do is get started because we're a few minutes after 9:30. So if you have ever wondered how to actually have that lifestyle that you've always wanted to have, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to share with you an incredible training that I sat through yesterday and thought, you know what, there are certain people who know exactly how to communicate, exactly how to share a concept or an idea and make it really simple. So you may be used to webinars where we have lots and lots of slides. That's not what I'm going to do this evening. Okay, slides take quite a long time to prepare, make sure that we haven't got any typos in there. Just to let you know, I left the event I think at about 6:30, got home, been doing a little bit of work, been chatting to some of the people within the industry, and I just wanted to share this with yourselves because I know, you know, why do we do this? Why are we trying to create this income, replacing things that we've been doing up until now? It's all about creating this lifestyle that you've always wanted. So just want to share a little bit with you about who I am. So you may not have actually seen me before or attended one of my webinars before. So I'm Angela J. Bailey. I live in the UK. I spent 25 years in corporate life. I had some great times. I had some not so exciting times, I suppose. And this year I did change that. So I've been out of corporate life now for 7 months, and I just love working with people, being able to educate people, share information, and make sure that some of that information that is so hard to get hold of is actually shared with the people that I work with. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. I've been around affiliate marketing, internet marketing for a little while now. I've been in network marketing, so I have been in the industry for a little while, and I've built teams. And you know, I'm very happy where I am now, and with the team that I'm actually building. So you know, it's a great place to be. You learn some amazing life skills and some skills that you can use in your day job or within your business. But the main thing that I find will change things is making sure that you're learning from the right people. I always look to see how credible somebody is. It's not whether they're at the front teaching me things, it's whether they have the skills, whether they have actually done this themselves. And I look at people who've already achieved what I want to achieve, and I listen to them. So I want to tell you about this incredible guy, a guy called Paul Dunstan. I'm actually reading from my notes, okay, which is why I'm looking here. As I said, don't do slides very often because there might be typos in it. So an amazing guy called Paul Dunstan. So I have met him once before, but let me share a little bit about his story, and you may be able to resonate with some of this. He worked in a private boarding school. He didn't only work there, he was the head there. So he had an incredibly amazing job. He had great salary, he was in an amazing environment. However, it got to the point that he didn't have the time to spend with his family. And I don't know if you can relate to that. You may not be having enough time with the people who are important in your life. You may be the opposite of that. You may have a lot of time with the people in your life, but you haven't got the income that you want. So scenarios isn't actually the perfect lifestyle for you. And there was something that Paul said, something that he had to do. It wasn't that he had to leave the job that he had, something else. He knew that he had to replace his income, and he also had to create the right lifestyle for him. So people can often decide to come out of corporate life and replace that with their own business, which probably will take more hours of their day than when they were working for somebody else. And when it comes to designing or creating our lifestyle, most people create it. What happens is we decide that we don't like the route that we've taken. You may be, I don't know, solicitor. Let's take an example. Me, for example, I've had a career in call centres, and I've also had a career in insurance as well. So take either of those call centres. For some reason, that no longer fitted with me and my lifestyle and my family life, and I wanted to change things. So you can often find a new career, or you can generate a business, create your own business. And once you go into that business, what you will find is you still don't have any spare time. Actually, when you're employed in corporate life, sometimes you can actually just put in your annual leave form, request 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks leave, and for that time you're off work. Let me give you an example of when you have your own business. If you're not in work if you're not in front of the clients, if you're not selling, if you're not sorting out the staff issues, if you're not resolving the complaints, then your customers cannot have, then with your customers, what you will find is you have to be there all the time. Does that sound like what you've had up until now? Because what I've found is people replace their employed life with their self-employed life, but actually it still takes the same number of hours away from you every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year. So often you swap one rat race and replace it with another. Now, that's what happens when you create your own lifestyle. Sorry, that's when you, yes, create your own lifestyle. What you actually need to do, and this is what Paul did, was you have to design your own lifestyle. So let's have a little look at that. What do we actually think you need to do? Well, you have to start to look at what your strengths are. So what are your strengths? Do you know what they are? If you don't know what they are, get in touch. I've got a great little program that you can go through, and it will actually say what your strengths are, but really know what you enjoy. So you have to think about what are your strengths, because we always prefer doing our strengths to our weaknesses. And then you have to find somebody who is doing that already. What are they doing? And then you just have to do more and more and more of that, so you can do it quickly. And what you do is you design your lifestyle. So let's talk about the internet business. Do you enjoy video, or do you enjoy the written stuff? If you enjoy video, you can probably rattle 2, 3, or 4 of those off in a day. For instance, this morning I did 4 of my videos, got them done, so that's enough for the next 2 or 3 days content. If I had to write 3 or 4 blogs, that could take me a week, because I do get that writer's block. So when you start to create and design your own lifestyle, what you're actually saying is, I can do the video stuff really quickly. I can do the audio stuff really quickly. The written stuff, I can't. So how are we going to solve that? What you need to do is you need to find somebody who can take your video content or your Audible content, and they can actually transcribe that for you. And you also need somebody who can then package it into a form of blog post. You're actually verbalizing that content, but what you're not doing is you're not writing it up. Likewise, if you don't like the camera side, it's really, really quickly. But if we asked you to get in front of a video, that may not work. So you've got some options. You can either resort to reading your written word into some form of podcast, or you can find somebody to read your words and then put those live onto other bits, onto things like either YouTube, or you can get your own podcast going. And I suddenly realized the reason why people swap one lifestyle that doesn't that's not fit for purpose, and then you go in creating your own business and that's not fit for purpose. It's because you're not designing it, you're not creating it. All you're doing is you're putting a lifestyle in place. So you need to think about what you enjoy doing. And the second thing is you need to make sure that some businesses out there may be a very, very, very low and small profit margin. So it means that if you need an extra £1,000, £2,000, £3,000, you have got to sell hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these things. And that can be really difficult. So you have to find something that gives you the margin that you need. So if you need an extra X amount of money, few thousand, etc., then that is realistic. So really think about what business you have and what type of business and lifestyle you're creating, because none of us should ever be busy fools. Low profit margin. If you're not able to scale it, utilizing other people and making sure that you're getting a healthy profit out of that, then is it going to be the lifestyle choice for you? Do you want to work Monday to Friday? Do you want to work 5 p.m. to 2 a.m.? Are those the best hours in the day for you? Are you somebody who works best in the morning? Are you somebody who just loves 14, 15, 16 hours? Well, that may be fine now, but what about when you're 50, 60, 70? You've got to start thinking about these things. What's important to you? Where do you want your hours to go? And who do you want to be surrounded by? So don't just get a lifestyle. Don't just have an idea. Start to think, what do you enjoy doing? And create the lifestyle for you. It's your business. You design it. Don't allow it to just happen to you. So I hope you've got some value out of that. I've got another day tomorrow. I have, do you know what? I've just had the most incredible 2 days already. It started with catching up with people that I haven't seen in quite a few months. It's a little story, you know, there are people that I haven't seen since I've been out in Thailand, so it's great to catch up with them. Now we're having a new resort built, so that's going to be rather interesting, tootling off to somewhere at the other side of the world. It's somewhere around America-ish, but it's an amazing country that I've always wanted to visit, and there's a resort being built there, so I'm going to be able to do that from next year. Just incredible what I've actually got into. So let's think about you. Where do you want to be traveling next year? What do you want to be doing next year? What do you want to be creating next year? Do you have the opportunity to grow, to develop, to scale, to increase that revenue when you need to, if you want to, and if you don't, just do it anyway. You can always give some away. But what do you need to do to make sure, yeah, give yourself 12 months, 24 months, 6 months. What do you need to change? Is it tweaking that you need to do, or do you realize you're stuck? Because if you're stuck, the quicker you start looking elsewhere for something that's going to give you that lifestyle for you, the better. I have met up with a great friend, Nick. He was absolutely exhausted. He's been traveling all over the place, and he has done a secret video for us. So he's shared his top tips for success. I'm going to be making sure that I share that with you as well. So just make sure that you're on, just you make sure that you're on the list, and you're going to get a copy of that recording. Just going to go through my notes. So I've said what you need to do. Just have a think. This webinar is about making you think about where you are today and where you need to be. Who have you got around you? What sort of people are leading the environment, the industry, the business that you're associated with? Is it somebody who's progressive, who is pushing themselves to the limit to make sure that their business, their company grows at an extraordinary rate? Because if they're not doing that, at some point you're going to reach a ceiling and you're not going to be able to continue. Also make sure that, hey, this is lifestyle. We do different things. We should have different businesses. We should add something new to the mix every so often, but make sure that whatever you have, critically, it's going to be there for the long run. and it's going to be there when you need it, and it's not going to be something that just goes away. So do you feel fulfilled? Do you feel that there's potential? And make sure that you are there. So a couple of things I've suggested. If you don't know what your strengths are, get in touch with me. There's a little program that I did. You can get it done in half an hour. It gives you an exceptional report as to what sort of person you are, what you enjoy doing, where your flaws are going to be, and what sort of people you need to just fill those gaps, and really what you're going to be most productive in. So I'm happy to share that with you. And you will also see as well that if you really, really want to change things, if where you are isn't the sort of place or the space that you want to be in, get in touch. Make sure that you reach out to me. You can reach out on Facebook, just respond to this and I'll get back in touch with you. But you need to be in the right place for you. So where was I a little while ago? Well, in circles. I was in an environment, it wasn't really working for me. So I decided that I needed to take a different avenue. And what I did was I got my own personal coach. And I had that personal coach for about 25 days. And every day they were telling me what I needed to focus on. And that's exactly what I did. So for 25 days, I worked through this coaching program and then decided what avenue I wanted to take. And here I am now. I've got 3 businesses. So not bad, not bad at all. So the choice is yours. Do not sit there struggling. Make sure that you reach out to the right people who can give you a little bit of advice. And then more importantly, you make the decision for your lifestyle, your future. You've got one life. Make sure it's the right one for you. So this is Angela J. Bailey. I'm actually going to close this now. If you've got questions, get in touch with me directly. It's Angela J. Bailey and or Angela Bailey on Facebook. Just get in touch, and you can always send me an email, angela@angelajbailey.com. And that's it. You're interested? Just get in touch. We'll have a chat, and I would love to get your feedback and see if you had some, a little bit of spark of inspiration. Are you where you want to be, or do you need to design your own lifestyle? That's the one for you, not somebody else's, yours. Okay? I'd like to say good night and thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.